Welcome back everyone. I hope everyone is feeling good after lunch. I hope you all had a chance to grab the gulab jamun and iced tea. I know I did. Before you fall asleep after a rather delicious lunch, to recharge you, we have some fun and energetic sessions planned for you. So don't miss out the surprise at the end. तो क्या बोलती है public? Are we ready for the next session?
Yes.
Louder please. Are we ready for the next session?
Yes.
Okay, so moving on, our next speaker is Mr. Atif Gavkhadkar, Manager of Research and Development, Lead India SME Forum. With over 90,000 members, India SME Forum is the largest non-profit organization that enables small and medium enterprises in India. Our speaker, Mr. Gavkhadkar, leads the India Exports Initiative to boost MSME exports. A veteran of 3,000 interactions with MSMEs, he has deep insights and experience in export research across sectors and geographies. He is passionate about encouraging entrepreneurs to build their export roadmap. We now welcome Mr. Gavkhadkar on the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Atif Gavkhadkar and you might have heard to the introduction. So first of all, I would like to thank Amazon for bringing this entire entrepreneur community at one place where we can learn about the opportunities that are available in the e-commerce trade and also network with like-minded and amazing entrepreneurs that are present over here today. So just to give a quick gist of what I'll be presenting, we'll talk a bit about the history of commerce and then what is the current situation of e-commerce border and then how we can be a part of global market share. So let's talk a bit about the history of commerce. Do we know who our ancestors were? Well, trading started back in the days when there was barter system. They used to trade some type of good for the other goods, and merchants at that time were considered to be the most powerful person because they had the information as to which product is available in which area and where is the demand for that product, right? Because when you look at the old times, not everything is available at one place. You have to travel from one place to another. And these merchants would travel with the goods on sailboating, or you can say carry goods on backs of the camels or horses or donkeys or whatever. But their market was very limited.
Excuse me, ये देखो अब सीधा वो इसमें अभी पुराना दिखा रहा था
And then came industrialization, which brought in steam engine and railroad. This enabled those merchants to not even only travel to different cities, but to different countries with larger quantities of goods. Now, for example, in these ships, horses were traded from Middle East and they were brought to India. Horses were brought from Middle East to UK, US, and these merchants started traveling from one country to another, expanding their market. And they were also known as the global information system. Right now, if we want to know about any market potential of any product, we would go to the internet. But these merchants had that in their mind. They already knew कि भैया अगर मेरे को कॉटन खरीदना है तो मुझे किधर जाना पड़ेगा और अगर उसका मेरे को सबसे बेस्ट दाम कौन देगा बेचने के लिए तो वो भी उन लोग को पता है. So जो उस जमाने के महाराजा थे, even if they needed anything, they would go to merchants. And these merchants traveling worldwide, they set up a network of distributors, they set up a network of producers, and they had proper knowledge of which product will be made where or which product there is a lot of demand. They knew which product has what market potential in which country. And this gave birth to our most beloved East India Company, which was ruled by the Britishers for 200 years. And that gave birth to this model, which is the stockist distribution retailer model. Now I'm pretty sure everyone knows about these brands, right? Guys, I need to hear some response.
Yes.
Knows about this brand. And you know that I can like really say that every one of us has each or the other product that is of this brand. So, like for example, I open a business 2 years back and then I go to a retailer saying कि भैया मेरा product आपके shelf में रख दो, क्या वो रखेगा? नहीं रखेगा, क्योंकि वो बोलेगा कि मेरे पास already ये products है ये brands के, and people prefer these because they are set up and they have captured the international market in such a way that they are present in every retail shop or in every house in every corner of the world. They produce goods in one country, they sell it to another country, and they're sitting in another country. That's the type of network these guys have built over the years. Then came internet in the year 1982, which changed the whole aspect of the business or how business is done or how e-commerce business is done. Now from B2B, it gave birth to B2C. You can sit at your place and sell your product directly to the customer without any intermediaries. So there is an ample amount of opportunities that internet has brought with it over here. Currently, 67% of the world's population have smartphones. And people not only surf on internet or say Facebook or say Instagram. What is the third most thing they do? They do shopping. चलो देखते हैं कि आज किधर बेस्ट डील है, कौन सबसे अच्छा क्वालिटी का प्रोडक्ट बेच रहा है, कहाँ मेरे को सबसे सस्ता प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा. So in that way they come to know about different brands. A consumer sitting in India can find out a product that is made only exclusively in USA and how he can bring it. So he knows what is the market potential. He knows what is the price of that product, and he also knows how he can bring it over here. There is no need to go to a retailer कि भैया आप मेरे को product ला कर दो. So we as retailers, what are we doing? Are we making the most of this opportunity that we have? Well, let's jump into the current situation of global e-commerce trade. Now this global cross-border B2C, D2C e-commerce market currently stands at $780 billion US. And can anyone say me what is India's share in this? Anyone? Any guesses? Yes, that is right. It's not even 1%. I mean, there are just now what we have been presented earlier, Amazon global selling. It is such an amazing place, and they have presence in almost every country of the world. You just have to take a small step and get into the level playing field. You know the most saddening part about this? China has the biggest share in this $780 billion US market. They have a share of more than 30%. And we don't even have a share of 1%. I mean, that is so disheartening. And the reason behind this, what we are doing today in 2023, China did it in 1990s. They followed the Taobao model, where they took all the villages to e-commerce platforms where they could then sell their products. From 1990s, they have been doing this. And guys, these people, in 2 decades, they have a share of over 30%. Now I say, we have been presented with this opportunity in 2023 by amazing global e-market players such as Amazon. And don't you think if China can have more than 30% share in 2 decades, can't we have more than that in less time? We have so many innovative minds in India. We have so many innovative products getting manufactured in every part of India, which can be sold all over the world. So, and it is projected that by the year 2030, this market is going to be $8,000 billion US. Just imagine the amount of opportunities that are currently available. What we all need to do is just take a small step and come on the e-commerce platforms that are there. Now, how can you exploit this opportunity? Well, I'm sure everyone has somewhere or some other place seen this product or recognized this brand, right?
Yes.
Someone might have seen this product. Now what these products did, they did not go to any B2B player or a retailer and saying that कि भैया मेरा product रख दो मेरे को बेचना है. They did something reverse. They adopted e-commerce. They did some research as to which market has how much potential for their products, for what they manufacture. And they started listing their products on different e-marketplaces and made the most of e-commerce. And then they went to retailers, and now you can see every retailer has their product. Their products are available all over the world. And that less than 1%, what I was talking about, the share of India's global B2C e-commerce market is by these players. So, to become a part of that 8,000 US billion dollar market, what do we need to do? First of all, we need to know that every market has a set of quality standards that is to be followed. Like for example, if you are in the food and beverage industry, you need to have FDA approval. If you are in the electronics or technology sector, you need to have FCC approval. And of course, you have to pay a certain amount of money. But what does Government of India say? Boss, you pay this money, get the certification, I'll reimburse the money back to you. But for getting that reimbursement, you have to apply. Without applying, the government just can't come to you and say, "Bhaiya, तूने ले लिया, चल अभी reimbursement ले ले." We all need to apply for that. Only after applying, they'll come to know, and then we can get into the process of reimbursement. And then comes trademarks or patents, which is another important aspect of business. This having trademark or patent can help protect your business not only nationally but internationally. We might have trademark of our brand in India, but do we have it internationally? For example, I know a company, a restaurant in fact, it's called Albaik, it's in Saudi Arabia. So that brand is exclusively in Saudi Arabia, and when I came to Mumbai, I saw there are so many Albaiks. So I thought, why not go and try? Maybe I get that taste. But trust me guys, the quality standard falls. The image in your brand, the image in your mind that you have that brand totally collapses. And if you have the trademark or patent of your brand name, and when you come to know about this, you can shut down their business. Or else it's just destroying the name of your brand in different countries. So it is really important. And Government of India also reimburses the cost of trademarks or patents in India as well. So coming to next, once you have got your quality certification, you have done your trademark or patent, it is very important to have good packaging, because that also says as to how you market your product. It is very important to have not only just one language of information. You know, just take a normal basic example. You stay in India, you know English, you go to a different country, say you go to an Arab country, you go to a shop and you negotiate something. But the person telling you information, he does not know Hindi or English. He's telling you in Arabic. You'll be disappointed, right? And at that period of time, if anyone comes to talk in English from that same shop, will you not be delighted? Someone is understanding you. So just imagine, it just changes the perspective of the customer by having different languages of information available. For example, I can say, I bought a Sony product from a shop, and after coming home I unpack it and I take look at the manual. I'm sure many of you must have done that, and you must have recognized that not only in one language they write their information. There is at least 7 different languages. There is English, there is Chinese, there is Arabic, there is German, there is French, there is Spanish. So if you are selling your product, let's say to Canada, you have the information in English, but you can also prefer to put it in French, because most of the people living in Canada also speak French or from France. And that is a one-time production. Once you get that standardization, you keep producing in that different languages. Now, let's say you got your first order of export. You are very happy. Won't you want it कि वो बंदा मेरे पास वापस आके खरीदे? So it is very important to have a proper CRM and grievance mechanism, where there is a way the customer sitting in other part of the country can communicate with you, and there is a way of communication where you won't face any difficulties. There is smooth flow of communication that can build trust among consumers, because they are communicating with you.